you're the one that suggested to me that I do this, you know.
And they flip it back to you, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. But they're doing it all right. They don't want to leave the house. As long as you want to stay there, we'll make that happen.
From up in Denver, yeah, so they flip it all. I went one time.
Everybody has so much stuff, right? Yeah. So I know it's like we know that's coming.
And then I go, I'll be right back, or I get a call and I couldn't answer it until I went outside. And then I come out and I know you were crying.
It's about a gang leader who wants to go straight, but his number two won't let him.
Say it again.
It's about a gang leader who wants to go straight, but his number two won't let him.
So then, okay.
So the number two kind of frames him for murder, and now he's on the run. And so then bring in the other character, Frank Gill, a retired inspector from the San Francisco Police Department. He comes in. He thinks that he's done, right? He's retired. And then all of a sudden, he gets a call from a serial killer. And there's killings that are going on. There's rich boys that are being killed. You know, sons of San Francisco and California's elite are being killed. And the killer is taunting Frank, begging him to come out of retirement to catch him. And what Frank finds is something that is beyond belief. There's twists. There's a reason why the serial killer is going after these particular people. So it's a twist.
So the title is
Tainted Sins. Yeah.
So are these sins for both?
For both of these guys. Both of these guys. Yeah. The two main characters, Jesse Rivera and Frank Gill. There's a connection there that goes back decades. You know, Frank is obviously older. Jesse is, probably in his late 30s. But there's a deep connection there. I don't want to ruin it, but I think that the reader will be pleasantly surprised about what that connection is.
And this book is about, it's a big book, what, 400?
It's about 475 pages.
Yeah,
It took me 7 years to write.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, I quit 5 times. I did. Because it got so overbearing that I was like, why am I doing this? And every time I quit, it's funny because every time I would quit, I would go for a jog. Like, I'm burnt out, so I go for a jog, and these different ideas would come in my head. Like, well, what if I brought this character in? What if I changed it for this? What if, Frank, his past or Jesse's past was this, and what if they were doing this, and this is why they are the way that they are. So things just kept popping up, and before you know it, man, the story just got more intense, and I'm like, okay, I gotta finish this. I have to. And it just became one big, and that's what it is. It's a roller coaster. It's definitely a roller coaster. It's dark.
Very dark.
Yeah, it's very dark, and it's a roller coaster. But I did a lot of research too. Like I read, because there's like a lot of forensic science stuff, because one of the cops is, and also like I did some body language background too, because Frank can read body language very well. So, and then his partner, she's somewhat of a forensic science geek. So I had to do a lot of research on both of them. I bought a big book on forensic science, talked to a couple people who are in that field, watched documentaries. So it wasn't just the writing. They did a lot of research for the characters, especially for Frank and his partner, Inspector Carpenter. I did a lot of research just on those two alone.
And then now, can you think about back to the first day that you started writing, where you physically put down paper to pen. Compare that day to right now, to having accomplished 7 years later.
It was I honestly can't even remember. I can't even remember that when that day. I know that before I wrote my first chapter, I read 100 fiction books in a row, and a lot of them were crime fiction. I read every Mario Puzo book that there was, and then I read other authors as well, Chuck Hogan, Dennis Lynn, Lehan, or I think that's how you pronounce it. But I read a lot of, like I said, before I wrote my first chapter, I read 100 fiction books. Just the foundation of writing fiction. I didn't really go to classes. I went to one class, and it was basically like the teacher wanted to put a hold on my writing. She wanted me to water it down, and I said, well, that's not how I write. And she said, well, that's kind of like the genre. That's what's out there. And I'm like, no, that's not what's out there. That's the way that you write. Here's the way that I write. I write dark. I write. These characters are not good people. They curse, they cheat, they steal, they kill. And there's people like that out in the world. She was trying to, kind of trying to put like this bubble around. You have to write like this genre. It's like, well, that's how everybody else writes. That's boring. It's boring to me. So, yeah. A lot of it was just self-taught.
It's great, man. It's a great day.
It was a journey, man. It was a journey.
Yeah. Now
Continues.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. The next one's actually still in the works. It's about 2/3 of the way done.
Oh, good.
And it's a spin-off. I wouldn't say it's a prequel or a sequel to this. It's a spin-off. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Cool, man. Thank you very much. Can you tell us the title before we go?
Tainted Sins.
But the spin-off.
Sins of the Past.
Sins of the Past. All right.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
no problem.